This is the happiest time of the year, but it is also a more dangerous time for fire risks. There are a few things, though, you can do to help keep you and your family safe. Maggie Glass is live in the newsroom now to share what those are. Good evening, Maggie.
Steve, with the holidays, lots of us are setting up our lights and decorations and getting together with family. CFD says that's all okay to do as long as you're being responsible and attentive.
In Charlottesville, our biggest concern with the holiday is when you start having family gatherings, distracted cooking.
It might sound obvious to pay attention when you're cooking, but Charlottesville Deputy Fire Chief Joe Phillips says kitchen fires are all too common this time of the year.
You want to keep a 3-foot barrier around your kitchen, kind of invisible, so that the kids are not close, so they don't get burned with anything cooking on the stove. And then if you have things on the stove, you want to make sure you're in the kitchen with it.
Another concern is what you're doing to light up the season outside of the kitchen, especially when extension cords are filled with plugs.
With Christmas lights or any decorations, the wiring can start to get hot.
That can start a fire. To be cautious, Philip advises using surge protector cords.
Extension cord, the wiring. A surge protector has a built-in like breaker, so it'll do it. And you can tell that because it has a reset switch on it.
Now that it's cold outside, there's also the danger of chimney fires. That too can be prevented by making sure chimneys are swept clean.
Wood stoves every year, fireplaces that aren't used regularly, you can get away with every other year.
And when the season's over and it's time to pack everything back up for next year, Philip says take a little extra time for some preventative measures.
Be looking at your lights. Did any of the lights burn out? Did any of the wiring get frayed? If you're feeling heat through the wiring, it's time to get rid of those lights.
One more piece of advice, CFD says when you're hanging up traditional Christmas lights, only string together 3 in a row. If you use LED lights, you can get away with a little more. Live in the newsroom, Maggie Glass, 29 News at 6.